Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me here on the WITN First Alert Desk at 8 a.m. I'm Gigi Barnett. Hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. For many of you, this is probably your Friday or even just the start of your Thanksgiving holiday long weekend. It's going to be a beautiful day out there today. So if you need to get any of your other supplies or essentials ahead of the big turkey day tomorrow, today's a great day to do it. Get outside, enjoy it before we experience quite the cold snap over the next few days going into Thanksgiving. Jim's going to talk about that forecast in just a little bit. But before we get into all of the weather details for the weekend, we do have a story yesterday. 3 counties here in the east, Craven, Carteret, and Pamlico counties, they have teamed up their sheriff's offices to form a drug task force that's going to be tackling narcotics distribution across the 3 counties. And this is really just an effort to bring all of their resources together and tackle those crimes there. So they had a press conference yesterday and they spoke about what this task force is going to look like. So let's take a look.
Thank you all for joining us as we announce the formation of our new Regional Drug Task Force.
Tuesday, the Carteret, Craven, and Pamlico County Sheriff's Office announced they're teaming up with each other and the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation to fight against illegal drugs in Eastern Carolina.
It's important for us to continue going after these drug traffickers in Eastern North Carolina. You know, these drug dealers, they know no boundaries.
The sheriff says with this task force, boundaries that used to be a barrier during cross-county investigations like jurisdictions will no longer be an issue. The addition of resources from the SBI makes this new task force different from other multi-county collaborations that came before it.
Having immediate access to these resources now, like the director said, money, technology, manpower. Now there's not going to have to be a request for that. That's going to be there every day.
Officials say these resources will help in the fight against opioids, pills, and fentanyl.
Years ago we dealt with addiction and crime. Now we deal with addiction and crime and death. And so, you know, people in our communities don't like drug dealers. They don't want people selling drugs in our communities.
Craven County Sheriff Chip Hughes says the Tri-County Regional Drug Task Force is the first of its kind in North Carolina.
But bringing us into the picture just magnifies that. So what I'm hoping is that this shows the success rate of this in this area in Eastern North Carolina, and then we can expand it across the state.
All right, so bringing those resources together, they're hoping that they could tackle more of these illegal drug trafficking cases and investigations that they've been working on. So nice to see that all their efforts are coming together to, get after it.
Absolutely. Yep. Nice to see that for those folks. Nice to see thermometers that yesterday hit the 70s.
Yeah.
We're going to do it again today.
Awesome.
Another day of well above normal highs. Normal high, by the way, around 62 degrees this time of year, give or take. Yesterday we hit about 76. I expect the same kind of numbers today. Let's go to the camera shots, Gigi. First I'll do the radar and then we'll give you a live look out there. Radar showing splotchy, very light raindrops. There's just not much moisture out there to work with for this approaching cold front. So a splash and dash, kind of what I like to call this setup. A couple of light raindrops move in any given location over the next few hours and they quickly kind of zip back out. Not even enough to really wet the roads out there. And there may be an exception to that here or there, but generally that's all I'm seeing, that's all I'm forecasting. Air temps, nice. 63 degrees. New Bern under a mostly cloudy sky, we'll call that. The wind at about 10 southwest. Double that up to a 20 later today. Those winds will gust 30, I think, on the coast occasionally. Over in Washington, 65, similar sky. Greenville, 64. Pretty uniform temp field, meaning we're all kind of in the same spot on those temps in the mid-60s across the board. Those numbers will climb again about 10 degrees later today. Down on the coast, Morehead City, another 64. Winds 5 to 10 out of the southwest. All righty, and there's one more stop there, Grifton at 64 as well over southern Pitt County, my neck of the woods. All righty, so we get into the forecast. I'm going to show you the model data, and again, when we show you or I use this product, it's a rough kind of trend on the precipitation. So what you see here at 9:10 a.m., a few showers, I-95. That's just ahead of the cold front. So the 70s popping up, mid-70s generally. We get to 11 a.m., 75 Jacksonville, low to mid-70s. A shower or two, yeah, but certainly not much. That chance goes away early afternoon, also leaving the clouds. So check it out, 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. You got an early work day, shutting it down for the holiday. You'll step out into, I think those air temps, by the way, are not warm enough, 76-ish degrees probably, under mostly clear skies by mid-afternoon, for a few hours anyway, before sunset. Overnight tonight, front zips through this evening, and then the temps respond to the frontal passage as the winds turn to the northwest. That colder air pushes in. 60s outside right now. This time tomorrow morning, the wind chill will be around freezing to start the day for Thanksgiving. A lot of sunshine, going to look real pretty, but you're going to step outside without a jacket on. You're going to run right back in and grab that jacket. Those low 50s tomorrow will feel like the 40s with the wind gusting 20 miles an hour. Dinner time tomorrow for the big meal. There's our gust today. Southwest, warm winds, gusting 25 to 30. There's that wind switch tonight. Boom. Northwest wind rolls in, and again, the cold air follows. Not quite as strong on the winds tomorrow. When I show you a wind gust graphic, this is generally the near maximum winds, sustained are about half this. So around 10, gusting 20, I'll call it, for our Thanksgiving. And again, when it gusts 20, it'll be a chilly breeze coming through despite that sunshine. I'll go 76 today, 54 tomorrow. You can see tomorrow morning that 39. And then those numbers come down even further for Black Friday. Friday night, hard freeze, widespread mid-20s, upper 20s all the way to the coast. A lot of deep freezes will kill just about anything left out there, anything that's left. I still got some flowers in our garden that are hanging on, some mums. That freeze will take those, end this season for those. Pets, plants, and pipes, take care of them all as we get into late Friday night. And again, those space heaters, be careful with those and check in on your neighbors. The air temps, Friday morning, by the way, for you Black Friday shoppers, generally right around freezing early Friday. There's the big map. We'll jump to that 8-day. The cold front comes through, out with the warm, in with the cold, and a dry map. That cold stays locked in, folks, for Thanksgiving all the way through midday Sunday, I'll call it. And then we start warming. Sunday afternoon, 60s are back. Monday, Tuesday, hanging on to our 60s, bringing some rain in maybe early next week. Hopefully a nice shot of rain there, Gigi. But leading up to it, it's all about the cold. Dry and sunny, but very chilly. Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday and Saturday, the real cold ones. And then Sunday by 10, 11 a.m., you'll start to feel things turning, finally getting a little warmer out there.
Which is good to hear. I'm glad that we're taking that turn back up, bumping those temperatures up after those 3 days of just frigid temperatures.
Yeah, and the wind's kind of hanging on. I think it'll be probably Friday night into Saturday before the winds really start to relax. Maybe even enough wind to get a low 20-degree wind chill Saturday morning. But Friday morning, all you shoppers running out to get those deals, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough in those lines outside. Wind chills in the low to mid-20s, probably in the air temp around 31. Bundle up Friday morning as you go out and hunt down those deals.
Yeah, hats, gloves, scarves, get it all. And if you don't have it, you could buy it at the Black Friday deals. It'll be great.
And a nice thermos of cocoa as well, I think.
Oh, yeah,
as you
totally.
socialize and talk
That
Christmas.
sounds great.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for the update, Jim. And thank you all for joining us this morning. Just want to say good morning to Amanda again in our comments. Thanks again for being here with us. And happy early Thanksgiving to everyone. We're really thankful to have you all here. Jim, I know you're going to be enjoying lots of turkey and apple pie and everything tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be making my pie, and I am off tomorrow. This is my first Thanksgiving, not doing the morning show.
Wow.
In probably 20
How does
years
it
or
feel?
so. Feels weird.
Weird,
It's
yeah,
going to be
I
weird
bet.
not to be here tomorrow morning,
Aw.
but looking forward to some family time.
You can always come visit.
Nope. Somebody else mentioned that as well. It's not going to happen. But I will say this, I won't be here, so everybody out there, enjoy your holiday. Be safe, be smart, stay warm out there as we head into the weekend.
Absolutely. Well, have a great rest of your Wednesday, everyone.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.